just don't wake me up. We do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Lose control, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream, flying above the city light. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat that soul, don't ask me what is real. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat the soul, don't ask me what is real. Get drunk, wait for sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up, we do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Here we are, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream, flying above the city light. Get ready for the game I play. Get ready for the game I play. Roll the dice like no one cares. Roll the dice like no one cares. Smoking, get excited, baby. Welcome to the new age. Standing on the new stage. Get drunk before sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up. We do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Lose control, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream, flying above the city light. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat that soul, don't ask me what is real. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat the soul, don't ask me what is real. Get drunk, wait for sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up, we do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Here we are, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream. play. Roll the dice like no one cares. Roll the dice like no one cares. Smoke get excited, baby. Welcome to the new age. Standing on the new stage. Get drunk before sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up. We do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Lose control, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time.
Hello everyone, sorry for the long delay. My name is Archer, and this is more Reverse 1999. Thank you so much for coming, Birch. Have a good one with your morning chores. But yes, today we have the continuation of the Assassin's Creed collaboration. And Cassandra, the new character, is out. So I'm just gonna do my daily wilderness checkup and everything, and I'm gonna, throw some polls at her, because she is a good character, and I want to have the trio of assassins together. The plants on the land are interconnected and knowledgeable. They share stories of their experiences with each other in soft, uplifting voices. Just like plants can thrive in any environment, I too will adapt and flourish wherever I go. Of course, there's a lot to talk about you in the woods, Timekeeper. You become a friend of the trees and wild grass. That's nice. Apparently, Baby Blue also has dialogue. My friends in Wonderland are incredibly curious about you. They have heard stories of your adventures. Can't wait for you to pay them a visit. Visit? There's Mr. Cheshire beloved tea set, Mr. Rabbit's precious syrup recipe, and we must make you the most splendid chair. Mr. Caterpillar would turn your adventures into unforgettable songs, ensuring that Wonderland would never forget a single tune. Yeah, Baby Blue is entirely inspired by Alice in the Wonderland, if that's not abundantly clear. That last one always got consumed so much. Okay. Uh, let's move for her. You know, we're here. Apparently, everybody's doing other things, but I can always reference them to go back on the stream and check it out. Got some. Let me check my warehouse. Here. find. Okay, this is Cassandra's, right? Yeah. Yep, and we got something. Mineral, and it's her.
I am the Mystios Cassandra of Sparta.
I'm lovely.
Name your request, and I will do all that I can.
Welcome, Cassandra.
Provided you have the drachma.
Sure. Fair enough. Isn't that? But that's awesome. So I use her deca whatever, so I didn't have to spend any of my currency. This is the best outcome actually, because then I have everything now saved up for Nautica. Next patch. That's great. Now we have her.
Do you have some work for me?
Sure.
Something you need, maybe, or someone you need to get taught a lesson?
Yes, I need to get her resources. Now let me check some couple stuff before I do that. Tap on apple. Oh, and he changes everything. Okay, that's cool. It didn't expand this. Shadows, the main bulletins, exploration level. And Apple's garment. So level 10. And then I get the garment. Sure. Yeah, I was expecting more rewards out of that. But this is Alexis.
I have been chosen by destiny to bring order to this world. There are only two choices available to you.
Tell me.
Follow me and rule, or stand against me and perish. Choose wisely.
Fair enough. Awesome. I have all the characters now. Voyages by the sea, so... Oh, and that's this. This I did yesterday. I don't know how this works. I'm just putting something and hopefully it, goes well. I have no idea. There's no guide for this time around. Damn, I'm gonna get this and this, I guess. To get one of each? Actually, I'm gonna get two of. Okay. Okay, it failed. This is hard. This is hard. I am so confused because they're not really offering me a guide. Exceed the require points. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. So why would I pick this? This only has like very low dice. Like I would go with this and this. You got 1 out of it. Got another portrait for Alexius. Let me go for rarity. It's gonna make it easier.
Have you not heard of Demos, the demigod?
There's around a number of drilling increases. Let me actually check up the Cassandra's. Could be like dead broken
Do
and
you
you
have
don't
some
know.
work for me? Something you need?
And 3Ds are pretty big numbers. Here's her ultimates. It's very similar to Ezio's. So yeah, it's good, but it's a little constrained. Which makes sense. They don't want it to get like out of control, crazy.
Let the overture begin. Goodbye.
And the good thing about at least the team with assassins is that it's very easy to put like supports with this team, because think about it. You can do Madpock very well. You can do Pgntuber very well. You can do Ms. New Babel very well. You can actually do all the supports really well, but you know, the ones that would actually propel the gimmick forward, probably Madpock, Pgntuber, or New Babel. Also Lepera, but Lepera, I almost count her as a sub DPS than the healer. It doesn't heal as much as other healers. I like to count her always because she has healing.
It isn't drachma, but it's not bad either.
Fair enough. Yes. The good thing that I do have a lot of like resources to get my energy back right now. So I can do this. Start. Mantulabawanishu.
Listen to the melody of winds and waves. Stars. Goodbye. Let the overture begin. My next performance, Bubble, listen up. Alpha! Stars. Leaving. Nous attendons ça. Vive la France! Vive Matilda!
This place
Again,
Wondrous as the
with
forging
the
crystals.
headband, she low-key looks like
Spiriglio
a
made
Wonder
us
Woman.
shivering in my hand. It must be thanks to your gift.
Cool. Radiant in blue. And then she got her gimmick. Now, I'm not, yeah, getting the last part is gonna be tough. Which one's the ultimate one? She might. This is the ultimate, then, and this is the extra action, I guess. Literally because there's something that is buffing extra actions. I want to go extra action just because I don't have much, but I can do anything because they are all gonna play together. Maybe this for an extra action build. I believe that would be cool. And then give her like just the basic reasonings if I can. Yeah, this is the bare minimum. I'm gonna stop here because I want to still touch a little bit on Alexia's. I want to try to go the full Assassin's Creed team, even though they are gonna be a little scuffed. So, okay, this is Cassandra, Alexius.
Have you not heard of Demos? The demigod
Alex is gonna need a
terror,
lot of this.
rightfully worshipped by the cult of Cosmos, and soon enough the world.
Well, since the actual rewards have not rolled up and we got more, I gotta go a manual gathering.
Yes. Great. Let the overture begin. Listen up. Goodbye.
Oh, hello, Sandy. Weird. Your message didn't show up on the chat. Hi. Okay. Messages are not showing up on the, like, screen chat. I wonder what is going on. Because the chat is connected. Let me just try, to reload my, streamer bot. Maybe that's the issue. Hi, hi. Bum, ba bum. But how are you doing, Sandy? Good morning. Okay, streamer bot is back on. Let me try again. Well, yesterday was actually a good day for once. Ah, we love those. We love to hear it. Tell me everything. And yeah, StreamerBot's not giving me my chats. Come on, StreamerBot. I pay you for showing me chats on my screen. Oh, I don't pay you at all. What you get? Weird. Because whenever there's a message that usually shows up whenever StreamerBot's turned off. I wonder why it's not even showing up now. Maybe it's an OBS problem? Because if it's an OBS problem, then it's kind of a done deal. Yep. Messages are not showing up again. And this time around, I don't even know what's going on. Like last time, I kind of had an idea. This one, I'm totally clueless. Probably OBS. I'm gonna blame it on OBS. Because it's easier than me actually trying to figure out what the real issue is right now. Let me just do this and just forget about it. Yay. Full screen game it is. No chat. Hello, Aiden. Welcome. How am I doing? I could have been doing better. I'm not gonna lie. My chat's not showing up on the screen, so pretty sad. I usually like my chat to show up. But besides that one blunder, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I am actually gathering resources right now because we've got Cassandra on my first temple. As you can see, she is here. I already passed her. She's here. And now I'm trying to work a little bit on
Have you not
Valexius.
heard of Demos, the demigod of terror?
The demigod of terror.
Gently, darling, shall we?
No way, I missed her pull. Yeah, technical issues probably. No way, I missed her pull. I'll check again once the stream is over, but the first pull, that's lucky. Yes, it was, use her Deca Hydra and Deca something. The pulls that the game gave us.
That weren't even as tough as waking up an old
So yeah,
factory
I
man.
didn't need to actually spend any of my resources, which is very great, because I'm saving most of them to Nautica now. And yeah, pretty lucky. And you missed her, so I'm sorry. I believe you're out of resources. or you're maybe saving now for someone else.
You think this enough to please a demigod?
I mean, this has gotta suffice, you know? Shit, okay, we're missing everything. Alexis, why you need so many resources? You know, guy, dude, buddy, part of zero. Okay,
You Do you have some work for me?
like, I
Something you
rather
need,
put her on
maybe, or
inside 3
someone you need taught a
than
lesson?
put you in inside 2. So yeah, I'm gonna, like, amongst
Do you have some work for
sacrifices.
me? Something you need, maybe, or
Yeah, I don't think I
someone you
can,
need
because
taught a
like, that's
lesson?
so much dust for me to farm. So much. Even if I use all of my resources, I don't believe I can get there.
Oh, I got it now. Do you have a little faith in
Liberato
me,
dal
mister?
fratello. Io circa a voltarti indietro. Addio, straniero.
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
Straight to the point. I like that.
Let's
Do
see.
you have a little faith in me?
But I was lucky too last week. I got Villa in the first temple of the Way of the Water Summon. Oh, that's awesome!
Addio, straniero.
Villa and Marcus probably are popping off right now, so that's a good achievement. Well, I got some homemade meals brought to me after days of eating nothing but rice. Oh, that's... I am so sorry that you've gone through that. Like, just rice is just so deplorable and sad, and, you know, we need more than that. That I'm glad. I got some paperwork done at my appointment at a couple lovely streams. One of my favorite artists established open DMs with me, and well, technically a day or two before, I stumbled into a community of independent electronic music performers localized on Twitch. I am scheduled to take part in a raid chain with them this week. Oh, that's awesome! That's super cool. Look at you, moving up in life, becoming a real, you know, electronic music producer, not just sounds in a way. I'm sure I'm forgetting a thing or two, but those are some highlights. I'm glad. You know, many good things. I still say that Armor looks like Wonder Woman. That's the exact same thing that happens whenever I got her on Inside 2. I like, this is this is Wonder Woman. 100% Wonder Woman. Not that I have a problem with her looking like Wonder Woman, but it doesn't change the fact that she looks like Wonder Woman. But this is all my resources, really. I really wish that I had more.
Let the overture begin.
It's so much dust
Listen to the
and
melody.
sharp
Wings
donkeys
hold.
just to get the character out there.
That's you. Stars. Listen to the melody of wind and waves. I dedicate this song to you. Stars. That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Are you okay, Archer? You sound tired. I not just I'm just not hyper, you know. It's not that I'm tired. I'm not. I had a great sleep. It's just that I don't know, not full of energy, I guess. But I'm totally fine. Don't worry. And it's weird that I'm not like brimming with energy because my mom has a week full of parties. Like my mom went to a birthday party yesterday. On Tuesday. Wait, yesterday was Tuesday, right? I believe so. On Monday. Wait, okay. I'm already losing track of the date. So maybe Monday she went into one party and brought me sweets. Yesterday she went into a kid's birthday party and brought me sweets. Today, plot twist, she's gonna go to another party and they're most likely gonna be sweets. And it's gonna be all the way until Sunday. And these different people, it's not the same person. So we're talking about like I probably will take a break after today because I mean diabetes knocking on my door because we Brazilian people we don't know how to make
Do you
balanced
have some work for
sweets.
me?
You know,
Something you
everything
need,
is just
maybe,
extremely
or
sweet. Like
someone you
to
need
the
taught
to
a
the like
lesson?
the edge of like oh my god, my teeth are falling. So like yeah, but maybe yesterday. No, yesterday was actually pretty. You know, I guess like sometimes we're just not full energetic, and that's completely fine. You know. It sounds sweet. I'm glad you're good, even though being tired sucks. Yes, but I'm not tired. I'm just, not full of energy. I'm not just like, oh yeah, yeah, cha cha. No, I'm just chilling on my own lane.
Stars. A dedication about you. That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Yeah, but I think this is all that I could muster out of my resources that I saved up.
Do you have
Which,
some work for me?
okay,
Something you need,
clearly not
maybe, or
that much, but
someone
I
you-
tried. No, I tried. I'm gonna do my new analysis, and then I'm gonna start a story. And I'll try to use the collaboration characters as far as I can.
Please, allow me.
Addio, straniero. You see it
Talking about
coming.
it, let me get some water. Because I was eating sweets just a few minutes ago. That was my breakfast.
Addio, straniero. Liberato dalla paura. Non voltarti and you see it coming.
That's what it's all about. Life or death battle and victory.
I'm back. Ugh. Bum 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 bum. More sweets. We appreciate that. Let's go. Drama in Athens. Okay, in Drama in Athens, we will experience Cassandra's life as a mercenary. There are a lot of event marks on the map of ancient Greece. The current quest is displayed at the upper left corner. Tap on it to locate the corresponding mark on the map. Okay, this shows the current quest. There are different types of events: story, battle, encounter, and database. Complete them to increase your exploration level. Okay, this is a battle one.
Oh, Dionysus, the source of all joy. From your sacred wine, we draw our strength. From the earth you rise, scattering forth your sacred vine. You taught us to sing with mirth sublime, and set our spirits to dance in the endless skies.
Turn 8. Ceramic bowl sits before the bard, but the crowd seems to ignore it, until a pointed cough interrupts the bard's song.
By Zeus, is that who I think it is?
Oh, she looks very cool. Big up print screen.
It
Anyway.
is the rising star of the Acropolis, Cassandra, the Eagle Bearer.
Stop, Euphonia.
Euphonia.
I'm just a Misthios for hire.
That's also
No
a
interest in
Greek name.
politics. Save those grandiose words of yours for the Archons, hmm?
Ah, but I speak only the truth. The tales of your valorous exploits in Megaris precede you. They declare that you're a hero throughout Athens and praise you as a demigod.
Sandra shakes her head as she approaches to interrupt the bard.
I have a question for you.
Have a good stream. Have a bye. Bye bye, Aiden. Thanks so much for showing up.
What?
Have a good rest of your
Believe me,
day.
Cassandra. We bards display our art to please the gods, not just the vulgar crowd. Just as you mercenaries do.
Anything for a drachma or two, right?
Right. Cassandra grabs a shining drachma from her pouch and tosses it into the bard's hand.
We all have our gifts to display, don't we? From the lowliest bard to the greatest of warriors. Even those craftsmen are no different. I suppose you've noticed them too.
In the distance, two figures crouch in the corner of Acropolis, chiseling the wall with their files.
It seems you take your maintenance a little too seriously here.
Oh, it's nothing really. Just a few loose bricks. Easily replaced in a matter of hours. Still, these particular artisans have attracted some rumors. One of them claimed to be enlightened by Athena. He kept mumbling nonsense about the statue of Athena, gold leaves, and unjust wars. And his companion seemed to be a real grouch. I've seen a few people try to speak with them, invite them to pick berries outside the city, but they seem to have no interest.
You know,
Anyways, what
you
does it
gotta
matter?
enjoy back in the
The
day.
Dionysia is drawing near.
There's no
Is it any wonder that
dilly
examples
dally,
like
no
them
DMs. It's
show
just,
up?
hey dude, want to pick some berries with me?
I see. Thanks, Euphonia.
She tosses a few more drachma into the bard's bowl as she strides away. I like the guy has like an oddly white face, you know, it looks like almost like a mask. There, two figures have gathered together, whispering and casting vigilant looks around.
For the love of this land, I will not tolerate you raiding the coffers of our people to fund this war. Judgment has been passed, and I shall be its executioner.
Then put Brookie in it.
This is for Athena and for the bounty on Argon's head.
Excellent, Domitius. You've memorized your lines well.
Well, he
Whether
just
you
needs to
succeed or
deliver
not,
them
rumors
properly.
of your attempt will pass through every corner of the city. All that's left is for the others to receive their messages, then they will know our plans.
Haven't I told you it's in the bag, Sonia?
Sonia.
So, how are we supposed to read these messages when they come? The sage explains nothing to us.
That's none of your concern, fool.
Damn.
Seems like you don't know any more about the sage's plans than I do.
The playwright scoffs dismissively.
You're always going on about the sage this and the sage that. I'm tired of it. Do you think you're special just because you were chosen for this task? You're a veritable narcissus.
The subject of her tirade shrinks under her words, causing the playwright to press the attack.
If you really think you deserve that praise, you'd better not forget this. The perfect tool for our trade and your mission.
Chisel?
We will only receive one file each. That was the sage's own words. Keep it safe.
Oh, I will. Huh? This thing is as dull as a weathered stone. How am I supposed to cut the Archon's throat with this?
You can use like a blunt weapon.
Sharpen it, fool.
The playwright turns from him with another scoff, leaving the actor still studying the file.
Where are you going, Sonia?
You really are deluded, aren't you? I've more work to do before the plan is ready.
Oh, good luck then.
He waves goodbye to the playwright, then clenches the file in his hand and moves to the wall.
I should have enough time to put an edge on this before it gets dark.
Damn, how long does it take?
There's no way I can take down that self-important windbag with brute force alone. Not to mention, there's only a small window for me to strike.
A broken sphere is thrust in the brick next to him.
You were saying something? You're a suspicious sort of character, aren't you? Now, for the safety of this city, and the self-important windbags that run it, I keep an eye out for your type.
What? No!
Yes. Cassandra pounces on the still dumbfounded actor. Yes. When fighting a battle in drama in Athens, you can deploy up to 5 characters. Cassandra is fixed in the lineup in this gameplay, and we can use the Prime Cassandra, not just a shitty one.
It seems you can use a hand, especially one with a blade.
You know, I'm gonna go with Alexis, even though wait, I didn't even level Alexis up.
Have you not heard of Deimos, the demigod?
Yeah, no, this is terrible. I'm not even gonna, you know, this is too much.
So, one at a time?
Or all of you at once.
Just, stand with the others. Like this, then? Your every desire is
My command. This is kind of sex excessive for this one dude.
what I'm good at. Just another shift.
Wait for the right moment.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you. I found my target.
Please, allow me. Get out with you.
Yeah, but way too much.
Finally, it's just you and me, Master.
The actor curls up his leg in fear, his hands bound up tight behind his back. Cassandra claps her hands and leans over him.
So, whose throat were you sharpening this for again? There are many figures I could imagine, from the Ecclesia or the Vuli, perhaps. But how many of them would find their way here? I have no particular desire to kill you. So, it's in your interest to speak. And to speak only the truth.
The actor hesitates until he reads the woman's hard face and finally stammers out a name.
Malaye. It would be that troublemaking Strategos.
There's nothing else I can tell you.
All right. If that's all you can say.
Sandra moves closer with a nod. What? The sudden strike to his head renders the man limp.
But I won't let Pericles be taken out by the likes of you. Besides, the last thing I want is more trouble here. I'll hand this matter over to the man himself.
Stuffs the actor into a thick cloth bag. She ties up the bag with a knot. An ego cry pierces through the air. Nice, okay. Setting up, she is trying to protect the city. There's probably a group of people trying to assassinate someone. Or multiple people. Okay. Lineup. Every character can equip one piece of gear, while Cassandra can equip two. Gear provides different boosts in battle. Gear can be divided into different sets. When your team equips a certain number of gear from the same gear set, additional set effects will be activated. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this without gear and see how long I can do. Because I have like good characters. I feel like it could be a little, you know, too much. Let Athens be Athens, life and tragedies. A group of men has assembled in the Nix? Maybe it's the P is silent. The light of democracy shines upon the Athenians as they engage in a fierce discussion. Yes, the Athenians are fierce Democrats.
Inconceivable! Not a single drachma should be cut from the budget of the theater of Dionysus. The tragedies we perform there are a matter of pride for the whole polis. Oh, Dionysus! If only you could open your eyes and witness this calamity befalling us. No wine, not even your finest, could ease such agony.
I do not dispute your words. Athens prides itself on our tragedies, especially during the Dionysia.
What nonsense, Hermipos. Don't you think we have greater issues at hand? If the fighting in Potidaya does not go in our favor, I fear it will be the Spartans that host our Dionysia.
You counsel wisely. The money that would go to this festival will come at the expense of our ability to fight this war.
So what do you suggest, Atlas? Are we to just throw every drachma and fighting man we have left into this battle? All for a war that seems to have no end? The polis has been eagerly awaiting the Dionysia. This festival is not some mere indulgence or luxury. It brings hope to the people and the...
I didn't know that the Athens would like the Dionysus that much.
Athens thrives because we honor our traditions.
Answer me, Andreas. Do we shatter our people's hope? Must we abandon our traditions and the gods for victory?
I never said that. Hades take you! What good are some honeyed words on a stage against a spear? You want more tragedies, eh? Good. They'll be writing them about our hubris.
The words gain venom, which will apply until the men are nearly at each other's throats.
Theodoros, you just spat on my robe. Please, Andreas, let go of his beard.
With calm and commanding presence, Pericles positioned himself between the brawling Athenians.
Herodotus wrote that whenever you hear an eagle cry...
Clang! Kills him. A shadowy winged figure sweeps over the ground and hurls a metal tool along the ground. Okay, that can kill you. It rolls a few times before coming to a stop, an ordinary find.
Did that eagle drop a blade from its mouth?
It tried to kill him, but it missed.
Defend Pericles!
There's no need for all this drama. Your assassin has already been captured. He's in the back.
Cassandra drops the bag in front of the gathered Archons, prompting a grunt of pain from inside.
Who are you?
Who else could it be? Cassandra. I'm pleased to see you again. I hope I didn't cause you any trouble, though you seem to have taken care of it.
I'm a Misthios. Trouble follows in my wake. But this man intended to trouble you. And there is something unusual about his weapon.
Heracles receives the fire from Cassandra and examines it.
It's always something unusual, isn't it? This looks just like an ordinary file to me. Fit for carving a statue or shaping wood, perhaps. But a poor tool for an assassin.
And yet, it was his weapon of choice. There's something strange about all this, wouldn't you agree?
That may be, but if all of my would-be assassins choose as he has, I'm sure to live a long life.
There's more to this than meets the eye, Pericles. This man is not working alone.
She opens the bag, revealing the assassin's face.
Oh, Talas, this is not going according to plan. But please, forgive me, I'm just a poor fool, not a murderer. You see, there is a bounty on your head, Pericles.
Ah, bounty set by the cult of Cosmos, I presume. They've been after my head a long time.
Cosmos? No, I've never heard of them. I was just told that there was a bounty. I'm a poor man. Show mercy on me.
If what it says is true, the reward would be tantalizing indeed.
She produces a document and hands it to the strategos.
You should see for yourself.
Or strategos.
A fortune like this would be enough to repair the wall from here to Piraeus.
Shame we'd have to trade the walls for your head.
It may be better to keep your voice low. I'm afraid that there are some here that might be tempted to make that trade. Indeed, I am starting to worry just how many would-be assassins could be surrounding me.
Right?
It's the cult of Cosmos you should worry about, not these amateurs. Most of all, we must keep a weary eye out for Alexios, my brother. Though I suppose I should be calling him Demos now. He told me himself that he would take your head, and he'll stop at nothing until he succeeds.
Oh, you're not doing much to calm my nerves.
You're not the only one. Your colleagues look as stiff as scared goats.
Behind them, the other Archons stand frozen in place, their faces grim.
Malaka! The Spartans must be behind it. The Dionysia is a perfect opportunity. That must be why they hired that cult to kill our strategos. That settles it. The Dionysia must be suspended, and the city placed on high alert.
That's absolutely unacceptable. Athens must uphold her dignity, even in times of war. The Dionysia is not just about us Athenians indulging in revelry. It's about honoring Dionysus himself.
And what of our Strategos' safety? Athens without Pericles is like the Dionysia without Dionysus.
The bickering begins again until all turn to Pericles.
You look to me, friends, but this is not our way. I am not your king. To host the Dionysia or not, that is a decision we must decide together as citizens. If you agree that the Dionysia should proceed as planned, cast your shard into the urn.
Nice.
If the urn is at least half full, then we hold the Dionysia.
The classic way of the Athenians. Voting democratically.
The glory of Athens demands that we not cower before those that dare to threaten us.
Pericles? You?
Athens, the birthplace of democracy, the Panathenaea, and home of the greatest dramas. Here we worship the gods, and in return we are blessed by them. We appreciate beauty without succumbing to excess. We pursue wisdom without becoming weak. While we may not love war as the Spartans do, we fight with courage more than their equal. And we must let neither war nor fear of death break our spirit or our love for freedom. Sacrifices must be made, and we understand that fully.
On behalf of all Athenians, I thank you, Pericles.
Well spoken, Pericles.
Oh, well, it was nothing. To wield rhetoric skillfully in this city is not just an art, but a matter of survival.
The Apeiron would
I may have
say the
spoken
same
too
thing.
well. The Dionysia is likely to go on as planned, so if you don't mind, I would ask you to discover who this assassin...
Spare me from another speech. I'm already happy to help.
Don't be so quick to decide. I fear this will be no easy task.
A difficult task means a handsome payment.
Cassandra grabs a pottery shard and tosses it towards the urn.
Stop! You have no right to vote here.
With a sharp, clear sound, the shard lands squarely in the
me.
urn.
Call it a part of my payment. I've always wanted to know what it feels like.
The mercenary pats the dust from her hands, tucks the file away, and strides off without response. Her shard is soon made insignificant by the piling weight of those that follow. One shard after another is tossed into the urn, like raindrops falling on a tile. Roof. Okay, nice. The sweetest fruit. The tree will bear fruit, surprising though it may seem. And I can see my dear friend, the golden apple. It's right there. The hidden spectator as the mind drifts away, still lost in the brilliance of the Oresteia. Oresteia, sorry. Oresteia. His breath, soft and steady, releases a gentle warmth. Undoubtedly, this lucky spectator has enjoyed a deep and restful sleep.
The theatre of Dionysus is truly mesmerizing, and the wine here is beyond compare. Athens, so much greater than the history books could have ever taught us.
By the way, wine is Mr. Apple's favorite drink.
This apple believes I found my true home. But who brought me this blanket? So comfortable.
The drunken observer turns over, putting the blanket closer around him. The faint melody reaches Mr. Apple's ears. Somewhere beneath his tree, a few festival-goers dance joyfully, while a wicker basket filled with flowers and fruit.
Scattering far the bountiful gifts of Dionysus.
Yes.
Under your watchful gaze, the world brims with hope.
I love this, you know, the whole vibe. The whole vibe is awesome. It's wine, fruits, festivities, basking under the sunlight, close by the shore. Clear air, no pollution. You know, this is a beauty that we cannot really appreciate nowadays. There are a couple places in the world that you can kinda have a similar vibe, but you rarely will find other people to follow you with that. You might do the reverie by yourself. Not really, you know, appreciate with other people. Basking in the warm sunlight, accompanied by a humid breeze and joyful melodies. What a cozy environment for Mr. Apple. After days and nights soaked in wine, Mr. Apple has lost the golden skin he once acquired in Florence.
Wait, wasn't I in the theater of Dionysus?
Out of panic, he wraps himself into his blanket, a leaf to be precise. The rustling sound of leaves draws attention of the followers below.
Look, an apple. I've never seen an apple so big before.
I mean, he was enjoying some wine. He can lose that weight. One of the revelers tiptoes over and pick an apple from the treetop perch.
Edible. It has a rich aroma of fine wine coming from its rind.
No longer golden.
Can't believe my ears. Is this apple snoring? Come on. Dionysus' blessing is surely upon us. He must rejoice to see that we will hold the Dionysia as planned. But a magical apple such as this must be used to honor our patron. I suggest we make it into a fine wine.
Damn, no, it's a living apple. You should reverie. Oh, sorry, you should revere it.
It's too late for that, my friends. By the time this apple will have fermented, the Dionysia will be long over.
Just kind of right.
And even so, we'd need many large, sweet apples like this one for such an offering.
A hand grabs Mr. Apple and tosses him into a basket full of fruits.
Captain Burton, save me.
I mean, indulging a lot of wine can take you places.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad, Vertin. I've turned the whole city upside down and backwards. Not a single soul has seen a flying apple.
By the way, you gotta love Regula's eyes. She usually uses her sunglasses, so you cannot really glance at it, but it's probably one of the most unique set of irises in the game.
Oh, how was your luck?
I'm afraid all I found were these.
A lot of apples, not the one. She shows Regulus the apple she received, a mix of round and misshapen ones, some green, some yellow.
The Athenians were very generous. When they learned I was searching for an apple, they insisted on giving me every apple they could find. Some of them looked freshly plucked.
I mean, you gotta appreciate them, you know. Sister Hong worked very hard to get just one of these. And Vertin is here getting so many of them for free.
They even offered me some of their wine. They said it might help me see my flying apple.
They are kind of right.
Sod it all. None of these lousy things look like Mr. Apple.
Apple wine. Regulus paces back and forth along the stone tiles, angrily biting into one of the apples. Sour?
awful, Vertin. Don't tell me the Athenians actually enjoy eating sour fruit like this.
Yep.
Regulus, we've arrived in classical Greece during the Peloponnesian War. This was before apples underwent the crossbreeding necessary to gain their modern sweet taste.
Yep.
In fact, most people of this time would prefer grapes and figs.
Yep. Yeah, apples were terrible. Our good apples that we have nowadays were very well mass produced into the goodness that we have, because apples are naturally not that great. But grapes and figs, oh, figs. Fig wine, you know, because figs are very complicated. They're not as easy to be produced as, like, you know, apples and grapes. But fig wine would be so delicious if you think about it.
Apples were considered to be used as offerings to the gods.
You mean we'll never ever find Mr. Apple?
Come on, never ever is a very big word.
No, Regulus. What I meant is, perhaps Mr. Apple has accidentally become part of some offering. We should be on the lookout, but we need to be careful. We can't just pluck him from an offering without causing offense.
If only we could broadcast a missing apple alert, or at least hand out some posters.
I don't think we have enough money left. With what we have, we could scarcely afford to buy a few sheets of papyrus. If we wanted to make posters for Mr. Apple, we may need to ask Miss Sotheby for help, though she's not part of this operation.
Accustomed to the conveniences of modern society, the duelist struggles to come with a solid plan in this strange and unfamiliar era. For perhaps the first time, Regulus truly grasps the devastation brought by the storm. You know, we are still very glad that the storm is only, like, floating around the 19th century. Can you imagine if it decides to go even further back? Regulus scratches her head with a rather serious look on her face.
Vertin, we've got to solve the storm once and for all.
Huh?
It's nothing. All I meant is that we should thank Lorenz for their great invention, the stage in the rain.
Joking around at a time like this only adds to her anxiety. Regulus knocks her head as if trying to fix a broken mood switch.
Just pondering here. But what would we need to whip up a loudspeaker in ancient Greece? Eh, Vertin? And what are the odds of us getting acquainted with some local scoundrels? Or rock gods, forgive me, even a cop? Do you think Mr. Apple could regenerate if we only find his core?
Inspirations explode in Regulus's mind like supernovas, only to collapse into one black hole after another.
There's no use for it. I'll have to put together a remembrance set for my next broadcast.
Regulus nods helplessly, her inspiration running dry as firm, warm hand lands over her shoulder.
You've got the right idea, Regulus. When in Athens, do as the Athenians do.
So then we're going to get help from some local scoundrels?
I thought you were gonna drink wine.
I'm not sure about scoundrels, but there are sure to be mercenaries around, or informants.
Ah!
Regulus's eyes light up with her reply, as memories of cheering crowds and singing birds return to her.
Too right. Just as London had me to keep the pulse on the city, there's sure to be some kind-hearted legend who knows every nook and cranny of Athens. Ha! You just leave it to me, Bertin. Just think, a like-minded rocker of the ancient world. We'll get on like jam on toast. And once we're thick as thieves, we'll get that information for a song.
The legend of London has found her groove once again, dashing off into the busy streets of the ancient city. I mean, at least she's cheery now. Okay, we have some stuff here. This is lore, right? If I'm not mistaken, this is lore related thing. Select data. The Nyx. The Athenian assembly was known as the Ecclesia. It met at the Nyx for 40 times a year to discuss various civic matters, and each session usually lasted a few hours. The word Nyx is believed to mean something close to packaged together, or packed together. This was probably a reference to the fact that during meetings of the Ecclesia, the location would be filled to its capacity, with citizens packed in practically shoulder to shoulder. All male citizens were allowed to directly participate in the democratic process. Those over 20 years old had the right to speak and vote, while those over 30 could be elected to the higher position of magistrate. In total, there were approximately 30,000 citizens in Athens in the classical period. To draft and adopt decrees, 6,000 of them had to attend the meeting. Poltergeist. Back together? That's horrible. It's like the crowded beach torture all over again. I was lying on the sand, covered under my white sheet, but no one noticed me. They just stepped on my body as if no one was there. Oh, poor poltergeist. Meetings? Oh, so boring and a waste of terrific stage. Look how perfect you could fit a rock live show. If I got to hold one here, I assure you all the pains and trouble will be blown away. Actually, Captain, I think they still need some time to fully understand the art form of rock music. Yeah. The symposium. Oh, this profile must belong to the other new friend of ours. It says she made herself a nationwide legend as she traveled around the ancient Greece. So, 131 BC. Cassandra and Herodotus arrived in Athens, where she met Pericles and Cleon for the first time. The politicians and the general were exchanging debates at the Nyx, fighting for the citizen support. Herodotus told Cassandra to attend Pericles' symposium to tell him about the Code of Cosmos. She showed up there and met Socrates, Aristophanes, Alcibiades, and Aspasia, Pericles' lover. Eventually, Cassandra managed to speak to Pericles, starting to search for her parents. Besides Socrates, I have no idea whoever the rest of the guys are. A sword quest. No warrior can say no to a finely forged sword, and there's one that cuts through iron like butter, a sword perfect for you. The bard tries to pique Cassandra's interest. Do you know the sword's origin? The gods use it to uphold justice. It was once hidden in Athenian ruins, but has since gone missing. I'll take a look myself. Nothing happened. I need level 2. I don't have it. So let's continue this. Prometheus bound. So pillars in the Caucasus here, but the basket is just slightly bound. Playing some Nocturne. Awesome. We love some Nocturne.
23 drachmae? Ugh, you're having me on.
Regulus's cry of surprise echoes far and wide, startling a few seagulls perched on the rooftop. The young girl frowns viciously and lowers her voice.
Look, mate, I'm not asking for the bleeding moon here. I just want to know where my apple is. Or are you trying to pull one over on me? Even a whole bottle of fruit wine is only 1/6 of a drachma.
The bard rises to her feet, plucking the strings of her lyre with a smile.
My friend, what you're searching for isn't just any ordinary apple. It's a magical talking one. which means I will need to attend the celebration if I want to find it. After all, an apple as enchanting as Eris' banquet gift that brought Ilium to its ruin could only be used as an offering to the gods.
The appeal to Greek mythology falls flat as it hits Regulus' ears, for whom only the stories of the gods of rock have ever held interest.
Yada yada. Whatever you say, love. All I know is what you're charging is daylight robbery.
You may be right, but you won't find a better offer. Not many people in my trade would trust an outsider who might just run off after I do my part.
We won't ever do that. You can ask after Captain Regulus's reputation anywhere, from the Thames to the high seas and...
Familiar footsteps break up their tense negotiations.
Ephonia, remember that sneak you pointed out to me before? I need some extra hands to...
They turn around and find a tall and strapping mercenary standing in front of them.
Oh, it seems you have another customer. I'll leave you to your work.
Not at all! Welcome back, Eagle Bearer. I just didn't expect to see you so soon. But did you say you need some extra hands? Let me think. Eureka! I've got a plan.
The bard murmurs to herself as a flash of inspiration crosses her mind. She clears her throat and takes Regulus in one hand and Cassandra in the other with an amiable smile.
The fates have surely strung us all together for a reason. You've come to ask about that weird magic apple, one quite likely to be used as an offering in the Dionysia. And you, Cassandra, that strange man you asked me to investigate. He claimed to be a craftsman repairing the temple of Dionysus. I will hazard the guess that you've come because you need more hands to search out his co-conspirators.
Hang about? You don't mean...
You are a clever one, miss. I do believe you will be able to assist one another.
Alaka. I knew it.
Fully aware of how cunning the bard is, Cassandra shakes her head. Time is running short. She must come to terms with the necessity of her situation.
So, then we're all going to the Dionysia in order to look for someone. It shouldn't be too hard to look for a talking apple while I'm there.
Cheers, love. And we'd be happy to help with... Oh, Vertin, what's your take on this?
Regulus winks at the mercenary, who seems to appreciate the idea of some extra eyes on the festival.
Are you the one they call Eagle Bearer? We've heard people singing of your exploits all over Athens. They say the Eagle Bearer is a valiant hero, always willing to help those in need. A friend one can entrust their life to.
The mercenary braces her hands against her side and clears her throat.
You two certainly aren't from around here. That's obvious.
Huh?
Everyone in this city knows there's no amount of flattery that will affect my price.
Apologies. I've given you the wrong impression. I only meant to ask if the tales we've heard are true. I hope our cooperation can be built on mutual understanding.
Cassandra raises an eyebrow, surprised to be doubted by the very woman who just praised her.
It seems you've heard of my work already. I am Cassandra, the Eagle Bearer. And if you had any doubts, I will readily prove all that I am capable of.
He reaches out a hand to the girls.
The name's Regulus, and this is Vertin.
She happily reaches out to grab Cassandra's hand.
Alright then. So, how exactly are we going to help you?
Simple. For now, all I need is more eyes around the city. Do whatever pleases you, but keep a lookout for anyone suspicious.
A twinge of nerves creeps up Regulus's spine.
Athens is flooded with visitors in anticipation of the Dionysia. I won't be able to track every potential threat.
Right. Well, how do you know we aren't suspicious?
Cassandra examines the two figures, their modern clothing cutting a bizarre contrast to the world around them.
I couldn't even begin to guess where you two are from. But that means you are most certainly not from Sparta, Corinth, or Phokis. Which means you probably aren't here to kill Pericles.
Regulus takes a moment to digest the new information before letting out a gasp.
What? Kill Pericles? Wait a tick. Are you asking us to keep our eyes peeled for bloodthirsty assassins?
There's no need to be alarmed. I only need you to be my eyes. Just do as I say, and there will be no danger.
Regulus nods out of courtesy and whispers to the girl next to her.
Vertin, old pal, old chum. Wait, I think we ought to reconsider this whole gig.
Let's just get this done, chum.
Her calm demeanor blunts Regulus's fears, but soon after her attention is captured by a distant singing.
What's going on?
The procession makes its way towards them, surrounded by a parade of people singing and carousing through the streets.
Welcome to Athens. Have a toast, friends from afar.
Is this that party you mentioned?
The Dionysia, yes. You couldn't have picked a better time to blend in. And if you have time, to have some fun.
We'll do our best to look for anything that might point to danger.
Regulus seems to have only heard half of Cassandra's words. Have some fun.
Some fun? But what about Mr. Apple?
She lowers her head, facing down a great dilemma.
Forget it. Parties can wait. I'll do whatever I can to find you, Mr. Apple.
Her voice fades into the growing festivities.
You've got to vouch for me on this, Dionysia! Here I come!
Follow her, Vertin, and stay vigilant. I have my own work to do.
Understood.
Vertin, look at this pottery. Wouldn't something like this be a killer diller in your lobby? And what do you think about this linen piece on me? I guess it's only suited for summer sailing.
Regulus, what happened to all that conviction from before?
The festival is full of attractions and distractions for the rocker pirate.
Hello, ladies. How would you like to paint your very own festival mask?
They follow the sound of the Barker's voice, and discover an assortment of materials spread across the table. Wood, leather, willow branches, rattan minerals, and insect dyes in a variety of colors.
Sorry, but we're a tad busy at the moment.
This is fab!
The festivities once again ensnares Regulus's attention.
How about it, Vertin? Come on, think of the attention. We'll be as famous as I was back when I was hosting Apple Radio. My fans were bonkers. They'd crawl over glass for a signature. We sure could use some of them right now.
Please come and try.
Just you wait, mate. This rockin' pirate is about to make a one-of-a-kind superstar mask in no time.
Regulus leans back to appreciate her masterpiece, unaware that their new mercenary friend has returned.
Nothing unusual around the Vipilon Gate and the Temple of Erection. What about...
Sandra was speechless upon seeing their two peculiar masks. Despite having crossed the Aegean far and wide and meeting many innovative poets, dramatists, and sculptors, she'd never seen anything quite like them.
It's not exactly what I'd call an effective disguise.
She removes her mask and helps Regulus with hers.
I believe this may be a bit too fashion-forward for this era.
Hello, Vernetto! Where's the stream layout go? Chat is not working currently, Veneto. So I am doing full screen now because we're lacking chat. But how are you doing? How's the assassinations going? Very well. You missed it, but I got her on the first in poll. I got her to I2, and now I have no more resources. Cassandra seems about to question her choice of words, but is interrupted by another round of cheering from the crowd street. The cheers grow louder as the crowd sings and sprays fruit wine into the sky. Maidens in elegant dress balance fruit baskets filled with offerings on their heads, while the procession waves blazing torches in the air.
No need to be startled. The Dionysia parade is just getting started. By the time they reach the Agora, it'll be even more lively. But that means the streets will be packed with people. A perfect opportunity for anyone with ill intent.
She deftly moves through the pulse of the crowd and waves her hand to the ladies behind. After a clear ego cry, Cassandra is nowhere to be seen.
You watch the streets, and I'll cover the high places. This is certainly a party.
Party!
Regulus, Vertin!
Huh?
Is that the strange apple you've been looking for? I think I found him.
Yay!
Unfortunately, it seems he is about to fulfill his duty to Dionysos as one of the sacred offerings.
I mean, we gotta save him. Chat isn't working. Cut their pay. Oh, you bastard. Meanwhile, I got a purple temple. Aw, we love those. I'm clicking. What do you want from me? Oh god. Oh god. It bugged it. No, it's bugged. I'm clicking. Okay, I'm gonna close the game, I guess. Give me a second, I'm load up the game yet again. Chad isn't looking up. Meanwhile, I got a purple temple. Purple is my sister's favorite color, so Yippee thinks eagle. Curse you 1.5%. Yeah, that's terrible. I like purple just as much as anyone, but you know, on this game, orange is kind of my thing. Okay, we got some stuff. Days on our enemies. Shield. This is nice. This is nice. This is nice. Nice. Okay. The 50% on the start when entering is good. Days is always nice. I can. Oh, but I cannot. Okay, can I fight it? Yeah, I'm using this hodgepodge team. I'm not using Alexius because they couldn't actually level him up.
Perfectly understood what I'm good at.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you.
Into the darkness.
I found my... I'll show you.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
You have a little faith in me, Master.
For victory!
It will be over before you feel it.
Death comes for us all. I never miss.
That's what it's all about. Life.
Pretty nice, I know. I'm gonna try to do this without gear, because I believe my team is pretty strong without the need of it. Actually, I can use Nala with her because she's mineral, right? I'm gonna go Nala with her and see how fun it is.
I don't need the high ground. I'll show you. I found
what I'm good at.
Into the darkness.
Calm.
For victory!
Damn.
Adios, extrañero. You'll see it coming.
Wait, why Nala never did anything?
And victory.
Weird. Oh, vulnerability, I'll take that 60% final damage increase when exploiting the enemy's weakness for sure. The damage is so high, it's depressing. Right. Nala never did anything. It wasn't supposed for her to use one of her actions whenever a mineral character attacked. Interesting. Yep. Yeah, I got it. And now I'm gonna get the vulnerability. Oh, I can upgrade to get 100% out of this. Cool. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I already hunted down the one dude. A little too late. For Nala, the game couldn't even let her follow up. Right, a lot of extra actions were happening right there. There was no need for Nala to do something. Mr. Apple's flesh grows paler amidst the loud singing and wobbling fruit baskets.
This apple's flesh is separating from the core.
No, he's melting.
Help me, Captain.
The procession gathers into a surging torrent flowing through the streets. Colorful banners and ivy-woven cushions are tossed into the sky. The venue is now packed with floats and parties wearing masks.
Sandra! Vertin! We've got to do something. I can't let them turn Mr. Apple into an offering. Oh, think about how upset my listeners would be. Hey, lads, make way, please.
Regulus charges headlong into the crowd, making a beeline for her first mate.
Hang in there. I'm coming for you.
There is a surge of courage and conviction burning in her veins. She'll stop at nothing to protect her crew.
Hey, you stepped on my robe. Be careful.
Put your hands up, everyone! Just like this! Praise Dionysus!
Regulus, be careful. Hold my hand, stick close to me.
Oh, I got it now. Perfectly understood.
I don't need the I'll show you. I found my target.
Just another ship.
Into the darkness.
Do you have a little faith in me, Master?
For victory!
You'll see it coming. Adios. Liberato dalla paura.
And Nala was there.
I'll show you I found my target.
Wait for the right moment.
Ready? Aim. What I'm good at.
Icarus, eyes on the target.
Non voltarti indietro. You'll see it coming.
Fresh from the crucible.
And Nala was there. And Nala was clearly is not gonna be able to do much. She's gonna do something now because Cassandra cannot act.
Yes, I got this. I can do it. What I'm good at. Perfectly understood.
Into the darkness.
Higher than a bell tower, and even the clouds.
Let Nala follow up. The person would commit a massacre should they sacrifice Mr. Raffle, but that's just me. Good morning, Steffi. Thanks for joining us.
Non voltarti indietro. You'll see it coming.
Okay.
It's just you and me,
It's pointless to have Nala on this. I got it. I'm gonna change Nala for Alexis. I think this is an overkill because Nala's not doing anything. She's just there looking pretty. The surge of the crowd separates their hands. As a torrent of movement passes, only one remains. Regulus? Regulus is nowhere to be seen. In place of her friend's hand, there rests a green apple. Its aroma tinged with a faint bitterness.
Regulus the Reckless. She's a bold one, but she has yet to master the art of navigating a crowd.
Huh?
Cassandra leans over from the rooftop, offering a hand up to Vertin.
Why don't you take a look from up here, Vertin? As far as I'm concerned, this will be the fastest way to catch up.
There's something about you. It reminds me of her.
Talk later. Just grab my hand. I remember how nervous I was the first time I climbed up along a vine.
Are you certain this is a shortcut?
Completely. First, you need to calculate the distance between the two roofs. Make sure you have a proper running start and sufficient height. Keep your body tight, eyes on your target, focusing on where you land. Like this. Let your knees bend slightly as you land, then try to regain your balance.
Cassandra lands effortlessly on the opposite roof. Let's go, Vertin! Her eyes scramble across the roof, her legs uneasy as she steps forward. The distance between the roofs seems to expand before her eyes, but she takes a deep breath and steadies herself. She runs through every step in her mind and... She falls, arms flailing as they miss their mark, only to be caught just in time by the muscle grip of a Mistius.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Your instincts are impeccable, but you may need a bit more training. This may not be the shortcut I imagined for us. Let's go another way.
Is it more dangerous?
No, much safer.
Cassandra's gaze fixes on the protruding bricks before settling on a distant temple.
Relax, Vertin.
Huh?
A firm hand catches her, followed by a gust of wind rushing against her face.
I must say, I'm in awe of your skills, Miss Cassandra. But how do we get down from here?
She circles the edge of the roof, searching for any bricks or beams she might climb. Unfortunately, the craftsmen have built the temple with meticulous care. The walls are so polished and pristine that not even a speck of dust clings to them.
Just hold on.
A gentle breeze brushes against her face. They jump off the roof, feeling the world blur. Then the haystack below swallows them whole.
She emerges from the stack and, after regaining her composure, follows Cassandra as she slinks into the temple.
I never quite expected this mode of travel to be so thrilling.
I suppose it must be. It's so natural to me now that it feels routine.
What?
Regulus finally arrives at the scene, still gasping for breath.
Oh, that's a trick and a half. How did you get here before I did?
Cassandra rushes over and covers Regulus's mouth.
Shh. We have a situation.
Nice. Very cool. This is gonna be long because like it's 30 levels. Blessed by the Muses. And yes, I'm not gonna use equipments because I find it hardly that I hardly need it. Flickering lights dance over the temple's reliefs. Below them, figures dart between the Maenads and the Satyrs.
These, the weird things you were talking about. Cassandra?
Lowers her voice, talking as if she were an old friend.
Cool. Look at these. Ladies dancing, Beastie Boys grooving to the music.
Beastie Boys.
And who's the bloke with the naff hat? If I didn't know any better, I'd have guessed he was some kind of Greek god of rock and roll.
Probably the closest thing the Greeks have of one.
Are we sure we haven't messed around with the time and space here?
This is a temple to Dionysus, who was, among other things, a god of joy, passion, and chaos. It's little wonder his reliefs would reflect that.
Right then, so he is a proper rock god, just thousands of years early, give or take.
Her enthusiasm hits Cassandra like a wave against a steady ship.
I'm not sure I understood anything you just said.
Before she can continue, a ribbon swaying in the breeze catches her attention. Grasps the ribbon in a swift motion and slices it through. Worm-like patterns coil and twist along the ribbon.
Hey, don't look at us, mate. We didn't do it.
Of course you didn't. We only just got here.
The marks on it leave a fresh ink stain on her fingers.
Not that I'm above a bit of vandalism, but what's your angle?
Quiet. These ribbons are not decorations. They are desecrations.
These symbols are similar to the ones on Pericles' bounty.
That cannot be a coincidence.
Regulus stares in silent disbelief as she reads the value of the bounty. Though being Regulus, her silence doesn't last.
Bounties and puzzles can wait. Mr. Apple can't. First priority is rescuing him from this spooky place. Oh, who knows what they've done to him?
For now,
We'll look for your friend soon.
nothing.
First, I need to scout out the surroundings. I'm not sure it is safe here.
She crouches low to the ground, running her fingers along the marble floor. A faint trail of footsteps guides them towards the inner sanctum of the temple.
We aren't the first visitors here tonight.
So my cats made a pretty big mess, so now I have to clean a lot. I'll lurk until that's done, hopefully before you end stream. Okay, bye. Bye-bye, have a good one. Cleaning cat dirt.
It's difficult to say how many have come through. The prints are too jumbled.
No one is supposed to be here after the tributes have been laid in the inner temple. Not until the statue returns after the Dionysia.
That means whoever's up ahead is up to no good, right?
It's possible.
She eases her steps into a silent crawl.
Stay behind me.
No need to worry about us, love. We can handle ourselves.
Well, sure. Well, I don't know how good Burton is, but Regulus is decent.
Be careful, Timon. Don't break those pots. What if the eagle bearer noticed? She's as sharp-eyed as her eagle. How stupid can you get, Aristion? Is this the first time you've used a Calamos? That sharp powder isn't cheap. We're doomed if we upset Demos.
I don't mean to interrupt, Lysias, but all that shouting isn't doing any good.
He's right.
Agreed.
Faster than the west wind, she brings her spear up to the craftsman's throat.
Maybe my ears deceive me, but you don't sound much like craftsmen.
Eagle bearer.
Nor killers, for that matter. Not professional ones, anyway.
Her words sound colder than the edge of her spear. The hostage can't help but shiver.
We are craftsmen. We're here to repaint the temple for the Dionysia.
Save your lies. What you are doing here has nothing to do with the Dionysia. Now, who is your master? Speak!
You...
He grips his file aggressively before either can react. A gnashing order is barked from within the darkness.
Malaka, kill her!
I mean, at least they're not gonna go down without a swing or two. Alexius, I'm gonna use you. Even though you're weak as fuck.
Show me what you got. What I'm good at.
Wait for the right moment.
I don't need the I found my time. I'll show you.
Even Apollo bows before me.
Laundry time.
Liberato dal fratello.
For victory!
Addio, straniero. Non voltarti indietro.
I bring you victory, as promised.
She brought us victory, and she promised. The battle is over swiftly. The spear of Leonidas easily tears their disguises away, revealing familiar black cuirasses and gloves.
I know this armor. You are from the cult of Cosmos.
You're making dangerous enemies, Eagle Bearer.
He dons a hideous mask.
None dare oppose us. Value their lives.
He reveals a hidden axe and brings it down towards her.
Hold.
A cold voice rings out of the darkness.
Leave her to me.
That voice. Should have guessed. Alexios.
The mercenary with the broken spear. Do you still wear that title, sister?
Demos, forgive us. We failed.
Get out of my sight, all of you!
Yes.
You surprised me, Alexios. I didn't think you'd stoop so low.
I told you to stay out of my way, Cassandra.
You're just a 5-star, dude. Shut up.
Here you are.
The cult has deceived you. You don't know what it means to kill Pericles.
I know that he has defied, and that whoever stands in the way of our plans must pay the price.
You can't bring peace through destruction, Alexios.
You cling to your loyalty so blindly.
Walks down from the platform, where taking his sword while observing his surroundings. Colorful banners have been draped from the ceiling down to the ground. Pots and flagons litter the temple floor. It appears the cultist left in a hurry.
I won't let you kill him. Not while I still draw breath.
She squares up to him and readies her spear. They stand at odds, each ready to strike, but the expected attack never arrives, as Alexius breathes out a long-held breath.
This is the last time I spare your life.
Shut up, you're just cowering. A smoke bomb explodes between them. Cassandra catches a final venomous look on Alexia's face before he disappears. Her brother's strange and sudden mercy waits on her mind only a moment before a distant shout refocuses her attention.
Help!
Captain 13, I'm here.
The fruit, now fully immersed in honey, manages to sputter out a plea for help. The thick sweetness drips all over his swallowed shallow basket, which has attracted a few birds that flit around about it looking for a snack.
I know exactly who to call.
Ghostbusters. The eagle bearer looks up to the sky and raises her. Okay, they're giving no time. Hey.
Mr. Eagle, please mind those claws. I have delicate skin. Oh, my thanks.
The sweetened fruit is pulled into a warm hug.
Good to see you again, First Mate. I was starting to worry I'd have to read your obituary out on Radio Apple.
The rumors of my death may have been exaggerated, Captain. I should feel quite put out if I couldn't join the 27 Club with you.
Too right you should. You aren't allowed to die without my permission.
As Regulus returns to the ground with her partially embalmed first mate, she gives Cassandra a hearty tap on the shoulder.
So, what should I name your thank you performance? I've got some fab ideas already. The heroine and the screech of night. Whispers on the edge of the temple. Love and courage dancing in the moonlight. Or the dark night of freedom. The stars and the eagle bearer guide us.
A show? You're naming a drama after me?
Don't mind her. Thank you for your help, Cassandra.
Don't sell yourself short. You've already done a great deal to help me.
She pats down her sleeves, trying not to give too much weight to her actions.
Nonetheless, we'd like to do more than just help you with spotting clues. In fact, if you don't mind, we'd like to join your investigation to repay your kindness.
Too right! Mr. Apple is always going on about all this Greek stuff. With that great honking big brain of his, we're sure to be of help.
Even though you are all very, very strange, I do think we work well together.
Several hands are placed together in a moment of sincere warmth. Friends! Attention! A bounty has been put on your head, drawing mercenaries to hunt you down. Defeat them to gain random gear. New mercenaries will be spawned on the map every 8 hours. Up to 5 mercenaries can be on the map at the same time. As the exploration levels goes up, mercenaries on the map will level up too. Defeat them to get better gear. I mean, I cannot wait. Okay, I'll find her. Okay, let's see. Priestess in distress. Lysimachus, where are you? For the love of Athena, I told you not to provoke those dangerous men. The anxious priestess look around, her eyes pleading for help. Eagle bearer, Lysimachus has gone missing for 2 days. Find her, I beg you, and bring her back to safety. Sure. Athena Promachus. Behind the propylaea was the giant bronze statue of Athena Promachus, or Athena who fights on the front lines. That name was reflected in the spear and shield of the statue held in its hand. It was erected in the mid-5th century BCE by the artist Phidias. According to an inscription, it took 9 years to make and cost almost 500,000 drachmae. At approximately 10 meters tall, the statue was apparently so large that Pausanias claimed its helmet and spear tip could be seen from the scene near the ornamentations on the statue's shield was engraved by the metalsmith Miss. Sorry, I skipped some parts. At approximately 10 meters tall, the statue was apparently so large that Pausanias claimed its helmet and spear tip could be seen from the sea near the Cape Soignon, 60 kilometers away. The ornamentation and the statue's shield was engraved by the metalsmith Miss. Diggers. Look at the spear and shield in her hands. They are the origin of avant-garde art from the 2,000 years ago. They signify the spirit of fight. The Parthenon. The Parthenon is one of the most well-known buildings in the world, an enduring symbol of ancient Greek civilization. While it is located on the Acropolis, the building is not a traditional temple. It was built by the sculptor Phidias and the architects Callicrates and Ictinos as a great monument to the glory of the city of Athens. That glory is evident in its many carvings. One of the most carved monuments in Greek architecture, the Parthenon's decoration depicts several mythological scenes. These include the birth of Athena, her fight against Poseidon for the patronage of Athens, the gods' battle again with the giants, and the procession of the great Panathenaia. Cristallo. The book says it was the cradle of a civilization. I told that to the nurse. Then she brought me a pinch of soil the next day. I put it under my pillow and fell asleep. That night, I dreamed of myself having fun amongst the parade. I like that we have some snippets for every single, people on the suitcase. That's pretty nice. Okay, we have a couple of fights. There's still this. Eerily quiet. Lysimachus' house looks ordinary and quiet, perhaps a little too quiet. An uneasy feeling lingers in the air. A subtle clue. The back door was wide open, and the interior was in disarray. The intruders didn't seem to loot the place. The floor was marked with signs of struggle and dragging. In the corner by the doorframe, a few dark snakes' scales lay scattered. Okay, the door was wide open, the interior was in disarray. They didn't seem to loot the place. The floor was marked with signs of struggle and dragging. Threatening letter. Stop your rituals. Your fake god deserves no offerings. Stop now or you lose more. The handwriting is barely legible, and at the end of the letter, a poorly done snake pattern is drawn. Mediterranean Viper. Following the trail, Cassandra sneaks into the roof of a dilapidated house. Through the broken board, she sees a woman in priestly robes tied up in a corner. Thankfully, the woman is unconscious, as the room is filled with ominous hissing, the sound of venomous snakes raised by the bandits. Okay, so we're gonna fight snakes. Nice.
Your only choice is to kneel.
Okay, this.
I found my target. I don't need the high ground to hurt you.
My sword is the only guide I need.
Get out of you!
It will be over before you feel it.
Death comes for us all.
Addio, straniero. Non voltarti indietro.
Icarus, eyes on the target.
That's what it's all about.
Life or death battle and victory. Neat. We have more fights. His roar can shatter a clay pot giant mouth. His roar can shatter clay pots, and his mouth can, well, you don't want to know where the captives are. And you can get more stuff. Gonna just upgrade this so she always inflicts vulnerability.
Your only choice is to kneel.
Oh, my guy.
Just another ship.
I don't need I'll show you. I found my...
Wait for the right moment. My sword is the only guide I need.
These sheets are my wings!
Death comes for a fall. I never miss.
That's what it's all about.
This is Sparta. Heretic. She scouts through the tomes, absorbing the light of wisdom. Now at last, she understands that the knowledge she should worship lies elsewhere.
For Sparta!
What I'm good at.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you. I found my... I'll show you.
Wait for the right into the darkness.
These sheets are my wings!
For victory! Look at it. Eyes on the target. Now!
That's what it's all about.
Life or death battle and victory. So I saw that. Okay, one thing that I already paid attention to, but I forgot to check. Cassandra is using a Psy Cube. So did we get a new one to buy? Okay, there's nothing new here. So I wonder what Psy Cubes she's using. Maybe it's a reward from a quest? Not a reward from here. I haven't really done this event. Maybe it's a reward from this. Because it would force me to do this. No. Not actually. Okay, I have a still to unlock it. But, oh, yeah, of course not here. Huh. I wonder where we're supposed to find her Psy Cube. Maybe just doing the story would get us there. Actually, I didn't check this. See? Should just check this. Just if I finish all the quests, I can get there. Bat. When night falls, people hear wings flapping in the sky. Not from common bats, but from its shadow. Don't make it soon. Hello, Archer. I brought some company. Thank you so much, Meowpie. Guys, I'm so sorry that I'm spacing out. Yeah, my alerts are not functioning right now. Meowpie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Sorry for me not interacting at all and not actually recognizing that there was a raid. I appreciate you bringing the raid to me, Chip. I hope you guys had a good one. Sending a lot of love for Meowpie. I hope you had a good time with Reverse. How are you feeling about the collaboration? If you're still here, I'm so sorry for, taking so long to address it.
Straight to the point. I like that.
What I'm good at.
Into the darkness.
Not this.
Just another ship.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you. I'll show you.
Wait for the right moment. Into the darkness.
These sheets are my wings!
This is my extra action hodgepodge team.
That's what it's all about. Life or death battle.
And victory. Okay, all the quests are done. Highest. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, she can get a continuous action, so I really don't need a flutter. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Where is Cassandra? Cassandra is right here. Oh no, this is the SS Cassandra, sorry. Cassandra is right here. I still need to level her up, but she's here. I got her on my first 10 pole. And Alexis is way down there as well. Where is Alexis? Alexis is actually here. I'm trying to, yeah, I don't have resources to level him up. But you know, we're gonna get there eventually. How are you doing, Bless? Yeah, I'm happy that I got Cassandra on the first tempo because now I have resources for Nautica. Above suspicions.
Those so-called craftsmen were from the cult of Cosmos. But they weren't here to destroy the temple. They only left some strange signs and patterns. The same symbols that were on the bounty.
So then that bounty came from the cult too?
Yes.
So then we know at least to look around for those symbols.
That would be wise.
There's still no sign of them.
There was no sign of them in the Agora, Plaka, or the Panathinaik Way. I'm beginning to doubt myself. What did we see there? Could it really have been my brother?
It seems like there is no one else bearing those symbols near the theater of Dionysus.
Their discussion is halted by the sound of huffing soldiers and growing prisoners.
Girls, looky here at what I found. A bunch of goons with those odd symbols.
Regulus marches towards them like a successful hunter, followed by a cadre of Athenian Evzoni. Her prisoners louch in after them, their hands tied with wet ropes.
Cassandra. Hopefully we can be of help.
Banish Alexius Limau JK. Dude. By the way, what do you think about the team? You know, Alexius, Cassandra, Ezio.
Wait, what's going on here? Who are
Like,
these people?
I had someone, Jimmy, one of my viewers, they posted on the Discord, Ezio with the poison team is doing crazy damage instead of Willow. And it was an E2 Ezio with no portraits. So if I E2 Ezio is doing more damage than Willow, then you know, waiting for Hero 4, I guess.
Did I miss a mic check or something? They are the bad guys. And thanks to this rocking pirate captain, now they're our prisoners.
And again, it's just Ezio with Tuesday. Like, Jimmy was using Ezio, Tuesday, Jay, and Miss Newbabble. And I find the idea awesome. You apply a lot of burn, you apply a lot of poison. Both Jay and Ezio has counters New Babel is great to support them. Dude, it was a pretty brilliant.
Good thing I ran into these Calzone lads. They said they were only too happy to help us protect Pericles. Though, their methods are a mite rough.
Quick as a blade. You have the makings of a fine Misthios Regulus.
I just hope she didn't cause too much trouble.
We'll have to uncover that for ourselves.
Fine.
Vertin, my true and reliable friend, my best mate. Did you really doubt me?
They turn to the suspects together.
First, I appreciate your cooperation with us at this time. Now, we will proceed using logical deduction to determine your guilt or innocence. All we need to know is who among you has any relationship with the cult of Cosmos. Let's begin. You there.
The person called raises his head with a fearful look in his eyes.
Kyria, I confess. I was watching some of the rich merchants on Hesidon Street. I saw these symbols and wanted to record them. But I'm not a part of any cult. I'm just a clumsy painter.
He's no cultist. Leave him to the Evzoni.
Evzoni.
Next.
A festive oil lamp for 3 drachmae. Festive wine, 50 drachmae. And a festive lyra for 600 drachmae. Could there be something behind these records?
Let him go, Vertin. He isn't a cultist. He's just a cheat.
I did commit.
No. Well, you've honest but festive before the name of each of your wares, so you could double or triple the price. Eh? Soterius? We Misthios bleed and sweat for every coin we earn. While you win your coin with deceit. Don't let me see you doing this again.
I mean, this is prime technique that we see nowadays with Black Friday actually. Not that you're putting like I feel like nowadays is even more scummy. Because on Black Friday they would do like, oh, before Black Friday this laptop was costing like $400, and then during Black Friday they change the price and they say it was 500, now it's discounted to 400. So basically they just like try to cheat people that are not very well aware of the pricings on their like websites and other stuff. She pats the spear on her palm and motions for the men to be escorted out by the Evzoni.
And our next suspect is...
Over here, ladies.
Apple?
The very same. Unfortunately, not even my closest and best mate is above suspicion.
She holds back true grief in her voice.
I don't even know what Mr. Apple went through in that evil fruit basket. But I can only hope that we can set him right again.
But, Captain, this is just some honey and syrup that got stuck on my skin. Not a secret mark from some cult.
It is doubtful that the cult would take in an outsider so quickly. Especially an outsider like him.
Their suspects proved to be a dead end.
Cassandra, you already captured a suspected cultist, right?
Yes, but he hasn't said anything of value, and I don't think he knows much to begin with. Except...
She takes out the unsharpened file once again.
I had hoped that it would give me something to find the source of this conspiracy, but now we know it is connected with the cult of Cosmos. So there is nothing more to be learned from him. Anything he tells us now will be out of fear of punishment. He's unreliable.
A thought strikes her.
You mentioned that there were others there with the assassin. Did you catch anything else before they ran?
A little, yes. Though not enough to determine their plans. Something about a sage. Wait.
The same spark leaps to her as memory return. Wait.
So, how are we supposed to read these messages when they come? The sage explains nothing to us.
That's none of your concern, fool.
Seems like you don't know any more about the sage's plans than I do.
So this sage is giving them orders.
That's why those guys, all the cultists, were like placing all the stuff around because they were ordered to, but they also don't know what they're doing.
But we don't know who he is.
We don't need to know.
She lets her statement rest for a short moment as she composes her plan.
If I'm correct, all we'll need to do is claim the sages here. They're so disorganized, they may not know we're bluffing.
The plan is presented confidently, and the listening apple bobs in agreement.
That's very devious, Vertin. A bit of guile worthy of Odysseus.
And you, Mr. Apple, may come in handy, as we'll need your skill in Athenian performance. Would you kindly share your skills with us? I have a feeling it will help our investigation immensely.
The seasoned mercenary takes in her words carefully.
So, you're suggesting that we perform some sort of drama to lure these cultists out?
Yes, precisely. The cultists seem to be awaiting special orders, so let's give them what they're waiting for.
I'm no actor, but why not?
Then let's get started. We need to make this look believable. So Cassandra, you'll need to bring us to the prison.
How fun!
What? Prison again?
It's something that happens often with Regulus. And again, we're using the same images from the prison in the Apeiron Island. Like, no prison would look this damp and wet. The actor had not expected any visitors.
Who are you?
You are Domitius, correct? I've been assigned as your logographer to assist you with your trial. The Archons have accused you of being a member of the Cult of Cosmos. Do you accept your charge?
The cult of... I have no idea what you're talking about.
I see. And you're sure that you have nothing to do with them?
Of course! I would never be a part of that horrific cult!
Of course not. I've made my decision. I believe this man is innocent.
The strange-looking advocate wraps her hand on the wall, and soon a familiar face appears.
Domitius!
It's you! What are you going to do with me?
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to release you. It was my mistake. Your arrest brings shame to the polis.
To all of civilization, really.
Huh?
So I will make things right. Not only will you be released, but we will also publicly declare you innocent of your crimes.
I've prepared a declaration saying that you, Domitius, are not a member of the Cult of Cosmos, and that you completely and thoroughly repudiate their actions. Which is why, when you discovered this bounty, you immediately surrendered it to the Archons.
She makes a great performance of his supposed innocence.
What? But I didn't.
In fact, all thanks to you, we uncovered the cult's plot, and even managed to capture a key member.
A key member?
No need to be afraid, Domitius. We're interrogating the mastermind at this very moment.
You don't mean the sage?
Murmurs the words out in disbelief.
And just think, Domitius, it was all because of you. We found the clues in your bounty sheet and broke your secret code.
She waves the file in her hand.
But how did you decipher it? Ibatus hadn't told me how to read the Scatali.
The unfinished words stick into his throat. But it's too late.
Skittily. If my memory serves, it was a tool that Spartans used to encode their messages.
Rather than pain, the sound coming from the next door turns into cheers. The captured mastermind appears around the corner.
A flying apple? No. You mean you...
Finally, we can end these theatrics. Did you discover what you needed to, Apple?
Knowing that it is a skittily solves one major hurdle. However, we will still need the key to decipher it.
Well then, it seems like we still have some use for you.
They all fix their sight on Domitius.
Quit staring at me. I figured out your game. I'm not talking. I won't tell you anything.
At least now you cannot play, not guilty anymore. Okay, we got another fight. Bum 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 bum.
Show me what you got. Just another shift.
I don't need the high. I found my target. I'll show you.
Into the dark. Wait for the right moment.
These sheets are my wings.
They may beg their gods. Their lives are at my mercy. Icaros, find your mark. Death comes for a fall.
Yep. Like, who needs a team? Cassandra can do all by herself.
Waking up an old factory man. Oh, I got it now. What I'm good at.
I don't need the. I found my target. I'll show you.
Into the darkness. Wait for the right moment.
These sheets are my wings.
For victory! Now! Icaros, find your mark. They may beg their gods. Their lives are at my mercy.
Liberato dal fratello. Non voltarti indietro.
First time they don't actually just die. That's pretty cool.
I found my target.
You can finally do more.
My sword. Even Apollo bows before my sword.
Ready? Aim.
I never miss.
You'll see it coming. Non voltarti indietro.
Let the weak unite.
Addio, straniero.
I shall end your life. Leave me or die.
Fresh from the crucible. Get ready. This is just another shift. Get ready. This is going to be a crowd pleaser.
I'll show you. I found my target.
Wait for the right moment. Into the darkness.
Wait for the pop.
Icaros, find your mark.
It will be over before you feel it. You'll see it coming.
Bye. Good morning. Is the stream almost over? Wait, why am I the only one here? Don't know. Good question. But hello, good morning, there free shoots. The chat is not working, so that's why it's the full screen today. There's no talking from other people. But welcome. I'm glad that you joined us. Fiction level. Entering a battle this turn. The start of the ever 2 rounds. Lethal injury. One of many. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of her resources here. That's pretty nice. Maybe whenever I have this all done, I can just, you know, put her on I3. Citale or Scythel. In the field of cryptography, the Citale is a device used for transposition ciphers. It involves wrapping a string of parchment around a cylindrical rod, with a message written across the surface. This method was reportedly employed by the ancient Greeks, especially the Spartans, for secure communication during military operations. This device can carry secret information stably at a low cost, yet its disadvantage is also obvious. Anyone can decipher, can decrypt as long as they have heard of this encryption method. X. This is inspiring. I wonder if it's possible to invent a new kind of Cytel or Citale, which only use those who have never heard. Only those who have never heard of it can decrypt. So basically the opposite. I see. Well, how are you doing today? I am doing lovely. Started my day eating sweets, and now there is this second part of the collaboration with Assassin's Creed is happening, so I'm enjoying it. Pretty fun. Inside a dimly lit hall, a throng of people stands at attention, their black armor and grotesque masks presenting a cold and ruthless atmosphere. Their deity of fear paces in front of the central altar, looking ill at ease.
Do you guarantee the safety of this place?
So, it's a snake. It's a snake. So, here looks like many heads. So, we can say maybe Hydra. Also, snake. Let's see. Snake deities in the Greek mythology. It's Apophis from Greek mythology. I'm pretty sure it is. No, sorry. Yeah, Apophis is from Egyptian. Okay, there's a lot of deities associated with snakes. Ananke, Ares, Athena, Calypsos, Hecate, Hermes, and Hygeia are all or loosely, you know, associated with snakes, but not any direct, clear association. Good for you. I woke up with the leg cramp. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate leg cramps. I had them before. But yeah, okay, I need to go to the bathroom, but I will keep talking. Because, you know, wireless headset and all that. But, so, yesterday, so I think I mentioned on the stream before, but I've been playing this, Pokemon role-playing game on a forum. And my character is finally out of school. So it was not, I was not obligated to go to school on that role-playing game. I chose to go to school, so I would learn more about stuff that my character didn't canonically knew about Pokemons and how everything worked. And I finally am out of it, and I saw the place during a field trip that I had a couple of days ago on the role-playing game. through to this one place that looks like very green, very nice, very peaceful. And my character kind of said, "Okay, I'm gonna start my adventure on this area, which is I think is southeast from Lumiosi City. If anybody knows that city in Pokemon, I so yeah, and my character is going that direction. And on this one role-playing game, we roll dice, to find stuff. And because that's a new route, I rolled a die. Um, yeah, I rolled a die to continue to find. Um, I rolled a die to find an event, like a random event, and ended up being a unique wild Pokemon. Um, I know that city, but I can't remember the layout. The city is huge, but I think it's very famous to have like this like Eiffel Tower looking tower in the middle of it. It's called Prison Tower. But yeah, basically Lumia City is really is like the best way that I can um depict it is very similar to how the city in Attack on Titans works, which is like a gigantic round city with like a huge gate around it, but it's all like separated into like different areas. It's probably one of the biggest cities in Pokemon. So yeah, we were in Lumiosi. It's southeast. It's like basically a new neighborhood inside of the city. We're southeast of there, and it's like it's this plaza full of like greenery, grass, trees, very peaceful. And whenever I rolled my event die, hey mate, your stream's awesome. Just followed. Would love to be a fan. Add me in Discord. Absolutely not. I will absolutely not add you into Discord. But hey, thanks for coming. City based on Paris. I don't know if Lumiosa is the one literally based on Paris, but I'll go with you. So, I'm there in this place, rolled the die, ended up rolling into a unique wild Pokemon. So on this one role playing that I'm playing, unique wild Pokemon means that the wild Pokemon that I just found comes with a unique side effect. You know, some of them can come stronger, some of them can come with negative status effects, yada yada. So the Pokemon that I just found, the little reactions are like, the absolutely not kills me. Again, it's just like I just add people that I find like that I'm friends with. I'm not the person that I just randomly just yeah sure, nah, but still. I found a bleeding Pokemon. So my Pokemon was bleeding. That's it. And then I rolled again, and it was a migratory Pokemon, which is pretty fun because this role-playing game they have migratory seasons every month, and this month is Earth, no sorry, Ground type Pokemons. And then I rolled the number. The number was 3. So there's one sheet of migratory Pokemons have numbers from 1 to 4, and each number is a different Pokemon. I rolled a 3, which was a Mudbray. Mudbray is like this little horse Pokemon. Pretty cute. So basically my character found a bleeding, male, stamina Mudbray on this area. So I need to write my narration based on me finding, the donkey. It looks like a donkey, but it becomes kind of like a horse, like a steed, whenever it evolves. So my character found this Pokemon, and I need to match my narration in order for me to find that Pokemon. I'm not obligated to capture it, but I need to find it. So I was like, why would I? Okay, what's the reason for this bleeding donkey on this place? Because it's a migratory Pokemon. So you need to, put a little more umph to it than just say it lives there, because it doesn't. So I decided to think of something. I decided to create a cult inside that neighborhood, because that neighborhood is the only like a very peaceful, naturey like neighbor on inside of the city. The city is very well, like, it's a very, urban city, but the neighborhood kind of stands out. So I was like, there is a cult of tree plant loving people inside this neighborhood, and they are trying to worship this deity. And in order to appease said deity, they are sacrificing Pokemons to said deity, because Pokemons have pure blood, that the blood of humans are tainted. And they are trying to bring nature into everything. And that's why my Mudbray was bleeding. It was not because it was fighting other Pokemons or anything like that. It was being assaulted by humans, and it was put on a leash. And my character actually see some of the cult members walking with some Pokemons into a dark alleyway, having them on leashes. But my character just took a picture of it with their Rotom phone, didn't mind their businesses. I only have a level 5 Chico. I am not putting myself into any danger. My character is very level-headed. I am not a level-headed person, but my character is, so I need to play the part. I continue inside the greenery where I was a few days ago. And all green, all beauty, all cool. And I was trying to find this water stream that my character ended up finding a super potion nearby using the item finder. And going there, there is this trail of like rocks that lead you, the pathway made out of rocks that lead you to the stream. And as my character was going there, I saw this trickling drops of blood on top of every rock, or a lot of almost like something bleeding passed by there recently. And then I followed until I saw this Mudbray drinking water out of said stream. And it was bleeding from its back. So my character was okay. There's a Pokemon bleeding in front of me. It seems like it's trying to recover itself by drinking water. Let me try to attract its attention, and try to go all I come in peace. So I took some curry that Arvin made for me the prior day that I had on this Tupperware. I opened, put in a plate. I asked my Trico to wave its tail on in front of the plate, so the scent, the aroma could permeate the area. And then I started throwing a little small pebbles around the Mudbray, so I would catch its attention. Like the Mudbray looks at us. It's just like a normal human throwing pebbles around it, and a Trico waving its tail on top of a plate of curry. It slowly starts to approach us, and it looks at me with the saddest face in the world before it starts to munch on the curry. And as I approach it, because so on this role-playing game, we have set of skills. And my character, so the thing is, whenever I created my character, I was very unsure of what character I create, because I am very unsure of everything. And the role-playing gives me an ability to have a bunch of stuff. I can be a mystic and use mystical powers. I can use aura like Lucario. I can use shadow Pokemons like the unpurified Pokemons, like the gimmicks from Pokemon Go. Yada yada. So instead of me creating one character, I created 6 characters, made all of them brothers, and roll a die to see which character I would be amongst the brothers. And I rolled the character that I'm using right now, which is a cook, of all things. Because cook is one of the things I really like. So my character is very focused on cooking and craftsmanship. He's not really focused on Pokemon battles. It's probably the only character amongst all the characters that are not really focused on battles at all. That's why my Trico is still level 5. All my other brothers I made into relevant characters within my lore. All of them exist around, and all of them are trying to become Pokemon trainers. I was inspired by Heaven Burns Red and the Oshima sisters, so all of us are poor, and we're trying to make money on our own ways. So, but that's besides the point. So, but my character, amongst my skills, I have a first aid kit that I can patch up a negative status out of a Pokemon for free once a day, and then I need to recharge it back in the Poke Center. So I could actually freely, fix the bleeding out of the Mudbray. And as my character was approaching with the health kit to start, cleaning the wounds and putting gauze in it, and then everything. I see that the Mudbray is actually crying on top of the curry. And my character, like, there's a bunch of things that, how you can interpret the sad reaction. It's like the Mudbray, whenever I was writing it, my idea is that the Mudbray was so tired and so beaten down and so hurt that even though the Mudbray is not aware, he doesn't know if my character means well or not, it is going for it because it just wants to survive. Even if my character ends up being a shitty person. It's just trying because it lost the will to fight, And my character gets pretty sad and fix all the issues, like clear. So my character realizes that the Mudbray was bleeding from its back because it was heavily beaten down by this whip for days and days and days until its skin ended up like erupting and causing a gash. It was not like cut with it was not a clean cut. It was out of multiple beatings on the same area. And around it, I see that there was a mark of a leash that it was used to put on its neck. So my character finishes, taking care. The Mudbray finished eating its plate of curry, and I basically just put a Pokeball in front of it. And my character just pleads to protect it, offer like food and all the good stuff, because like my character is not like I didn't create him to be very charismatic. I'm not gonna say I'm sorry for you. I'm not gonna plead all the good stuff. I'm just gonna say, hey, I can offer you this. I'm not very good with words. I cannot say that I can relate. I never gone through anything quite like it. But if you come with me, I can protect you. And then he just entered a Pokeball. And I had my first capture of a Pokemon being completely without a battle. Which is pretty fun. But the situation was not the best, for sure. So I'm now going back to the Poke Center to fully heal the Mudbray. And then I'm gonna go to the police to give them, to show them the Mudbray. And to show them the picture that I took from the people going inside the alleyway. Because I want to turn now my story into this investigation into the cult. I don't know if I'm gonna fully finish it, but I want to just be, that could be fun, because whenever I was starting this character, I thought I was just gonna go into a peaceful route, looking for food and cooking. But, it is interesting to put a twist in it from every now and again. It must look like a lunatic to other people in that game. I mean, so how it works is a forum. It's a web forum, and we create a topic, and then we write our narrative, and then the DM or the master or whoever, they come after, they read all your text, and they approve it if everything looks correct and stuff, and then they let you progress on your story. My thing is I don't want to even though my character is kind of boring because it's not really focused on battle or anything crazy, I want to make the story something that I particularly would enjoy reading. And I like when things took a turn. Because if you go through all my adventures right now, before this one that I just told you about, it was just my character being happy go on the school, learning about things like item finding, cooking, how berry farms work, how producing Pokemons work. Now I want to take a spin on it just because like I don't want my character to be like a predictable story. And like I was seeing other people's story, and like all of them, because you usually start your Pokemon adventure as like a kid, they play more like the younger side, like of a Pokemon. So it's kind of like Ash, whereas like the dialogue is very childish, the reactions are not that interesting, the story tends to be a little cliche how it goes. So I wanted to kind of steer away from that. I made a character for an RPG that made a deal with a demon by accident because he mistook a summoning book for a cookbook. I think you mentioned that before. I love hearing about other people's role-playing stories. They're fun. Yeah, me too. You know, the only way for you to create something interesting is for you to have first references. I think that's very important. I draw my references from anime and manhwa that I love to read. So that's why I feel like this is the third episode on my anime, and it just changed completely. This is Madoka Magica. You think it's gonna be something cutesy, and in the third episode, Mummy lost her head. So that's what I'm trying to go. This is Elena's the witch whatever, I forgot the name of the anime, where everything is nice and cutesy, and in the third episode, she finds a serial killer that was murdering cats and ended up creating a cat curse. Spoilers. Spoilers for Madoka Magica. I mean, it's over 10 years old. If you don't know the basics of Madoka Magica, I am sorry. It's the same thing of okay. It's the same thing of like, do you know about like who did something on a historical level, and then someone shows up and spoilers like, dude, that happened like over 20 years old, like 30 years old. If you don't know that about now, like if you never had the interest of learning the lore of Madoka Magica until this point, I am not gonna hold my breath that you will after this. I do love the bait and switch. I wouldn't say you can't get mad at spoilers a decade old. Yeah, I feel like at some point you cannot blame any more spoilers. Let's say I think 10 years old is a great number for you cannot be mad anymore for people spoiling randomly an old anime. It's like me talking about Cowboy Bebop and you never watch Cowboy Bebop. So the moment that I started talking about the lore of the anime, you claim spoilers like it's over like 20 years old. I mean, I'm sorry, but it kind of is your fault. Basic and physics are different. I'm sorry for not watching everything ever. I mean, it's a great anime and it's 10 years old. I am not blaming you for not watching it, but you cannot actually, stop someone else from talking about a subject that is 10 years old just because you never was interested on actually watching it. Because or even if there was nobody to watch with you, it still doesn't change the fact. Like, I would completely understand if I'm spoiling something fairly new. Like, I completely get it, but we're not talking about new media. It's old isn't a good excuse to me. Never has been. Someone who's new to anime will likely never seen it. I'm sorry. But you can blame spoilers on any new things that other people don't know. And it's not just about anime. We can talk even about movies. Let's say Harry Potter. Someone that doesn't watch movies might not know about the lore of Harry Potter. Harry Potter is an old media very well and famous. So wouldn't I be able to talk about Harry Potter because there is the offshoot of someone on my stream had never watched it, but plans on watching that one day. So now I'm gatekeep on not talking more about it just because there's one person that never watched it. I'm not trying to, blame you. I'm just saying that, at some point. But I can find the dub legally. Wait, it's not available on Crunchyroll anymore? But again, I understand your point. I just don't find it compelling enough, Sandy. I'm so sorry. Like, I try to be very, leaning where, like, about most stuff on my stream. And I do try to pander most of what I do to my viewers. But, there is a line that I usually draw. Yeah, Madoka Magica is no longer on Crunchyroll. I wonder where he went. Someone directly states to me that they're going to watch it for the first time very soon, and they say they don't want spoilers. Only then I will not give spoilers to something old. No, and I agree. Like, if Sandy says, oh no, please don't spoil it anymore. Sure, and I completely agree. Not saying you don't talk about it, but you can just say spoiler alert. I do it all the time. No, I can abide by that for sure. And yeah, again, I was just talking out of my mind, just because like Sailor Moon is sorry, Madoka Magica is a pretty older media, so sure, I can do the spoiler alert before talking about it. That can do that, no problem. And yes, yeah, I'm just gonna, go and forget about we even discussed about that. But yeah, I guess I'm sorry, Sandy. Man, yeah, I am someone. You didn't give me the chance to avoid the spoilers. Is my issue. Oh sure, sure. I am sorry then. I'm gonna just play this part. I gotta bounce for my lunch.
Prison, but he wouldn't dare speak out. Besides, the Evsoni are busy with the Dionysia and thinned out to fight in the battle for Potidea. They don't have time for us. Besides, with you here, there is nothing to fear. Even if some meddling Mystios were
On a separate note, Sailor Moon dub seems to be only available on VHS these days. It's cool, but also sucks like hell. Yeah, no, that sucks like hell. I hate where media starts to die off because people are not saving it, or just gatekeep it to hell.
Remember that. And what of your coded messages? Are you certain our plans are secure?
Actually, talking about like media being lost, I'm gonna stop it again. I was looking, the Stop Killing Games. It was I forgot the details of it, but basically they were trying to pass something on Europe about people that from now on they should apply to the games that the company should create a method of preserving the games whenever they come to end of service. I think one of the YouTubers that I was watching, Ross, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name. He was advocating for, or the main advocate for Stop Killing Games, because there was this Ubisoft game called The Crew. There was a live service game, and whenever Ubisoft shut down The Crew, then nobody could play it, even the single-player version, because The Crew required internet connection. And because Ubisoft cut everything off, then there was a way for you to play even your single-player version of The Crew. So the game basically died. And it's illegal for you to try to hold a private server, because then you're gonna be, it's like what Nintendo do to games. They go after you, even if you're doing something just for your friends, because of licenses and copyright and all that. And I'm like, if you're not gonna maintain the game anymore, at least let the gamers, your community, do it for you. But for you to just basically say, I no longer find this game profitable, so I'm gonna stop it, and nobody can even maintain it, even if the players themselves wants to do it, because there's the offshoot of them making money out of our IP. I find it so idiotic. So I am so happy that the stop killing games is going forward. It's still not a thing, but it's a good step forward into, preserving games. I feel like we need something similar to every piece of media nowadays. Like anime stuff. Like if their companies don't want to produce anything more or don't want to preserve those things anymore, people should be legal to hold copies of it without fear of licensing, copyright, all that stuff. It is why I've not seen Sailor Moon, and subsequently why I haven't seen Magical Girl Sakura or Madoka Magica. I want to experience the quintessential Magical Girl anime before it takes on it. I want to get the influences and subversions. Sure, no, I totally understand. And again, I should have said, spoiler alert. That's an easy thing for me to do. So, and again, hopefully you're gonna, just like me, forget what I just said. Um, but yeah, there are some really cool games that you can no longer play because, yeah, I feel like, yeah, people should preserve it. And I've seen there was one content creator slash YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever, called Pirate Software, and they were against the stop killing games because it was preaching that that would be too much of a work for a live of a company to maintain this live service, and they can use this to predate upon live service games. And people apparently found it out that this pirate software guy actually was working on a live service game that was coming out in like a few moments, like a few months afterwards, and he was kind of trying to cover his own bases, trying to go against the stop killing games because he was thinking of that could be used eventually to attack live service games. I find it idiotic, by the way. But for you to use your invested interest in some subject in order to subvert something that is actually positive to the community as a whole, I find that it is extremely scummy. Too much work, bro. Right? It's not at all. Like, maintaining a private server of a game is not complicated at all. Like, there is a game, and Sandy probably knows about this one. It's called Shin Megami Tensei Imagine. So Shin Megami Tensei Imagine, it's a live service MMORPG based on the Shin Megami Tensei IP. And Imagine stopped being, profitable, and it eventually shut down. Nowadays, Imagine lives through a private server that you can easily, find access. Usually you find access through Discord. They have a very big Discord where you can download the game. The game is still get new updates, has a healthy community playing Imagine. And it's just because the community is maintaining the game through a private server. But, it is tough because usually companies attack private servers because, like, the private servers can still, be profitable with IPs. But, like, dude, you're not willing to maintain it yourself. Why do you care about it? If you cared so much about it, you should open a server yourself. But you don't want to. Monster Hunter for PS2 has private servers on real hardware. People will make sure their games live on. Just give the fucking source code out. Exactly. It is one thing that Valve did recently with Team Fortress. Valve released the whole source code for Team Fortress. Anybody can now do everything whatever they want with Team Fortress. Because now Valve has Dota, Valve has Counter-Strike, if I remember it's Valve, and Valve is making a new shooter called Deadlock that looks amazing. By the way, if anybody is interested, Valve is making a shooter similar like to Overwatch called Deadlock. It looks freaking amazing. The characters are amazing, the lore is amazing. I'm really eager to try out the game whenever it comes out. Speaking of game preservation, I am on board with using emulators if you own or have owned 100%. I think emulators are super good, and that's one of the things that I have a high irk against Nintendo. Because you know Nintendo will crack down on anyone that uses emulators, on anything offshoot of their games. Like, Nintendo does not care. Even if you own, like, let's say I am emulating Pokemon Pearl. I have a copy of Pokemon Pearl here at home.
As for the code, you've hidden it in these
Like, you shouldn't be mad of me emulating a game that I own.
They may appear ordinary. They are anything but.
I used to emulate the Fossil Fighters games on Chromebook when I was in school. Fossil Fighters, dude, that brings me back. I own all 3 games, so why shouldn't I be able to play however I want? Exactly. Completely agree with you.
Plans remain concealed in shadow.
I bought it, I own it.
They search vainly for
So
answers.
that's where they get you, you know?
Lies hidden in plain sight.
And I think Steam obligates you nowadays even to tell people that. But a lot of AOLAs and a lot of like whenever you said you accept something before you purchase a game, a lot of games they actually state that you're not purchasing a product, you're purchasing a license to a product. So that's why they get you, because whenever you accept that you're just purchasing a license, they can end that license whenever they want. The same thing applies nowadays. Steam forces someone to say on their page if you're actually purchasing a product or if you're purchasing a license. You've played Fossil Fighters 2? No, not at all. Many years ago, I watched a full gameplay and full like lore in depth about Fossil Fighters. So even though I've never played it, I know a couple of things that are still fresh in my mind. It looks pretty fun. I adore those games. Still play them. I mean, like that's pretty cool.
None will know it until it is time.
And I want to have those games not only because I want to still play them, but I want the future generations to also appreciate them. You know,
as you say.
I don't want those things to just die.
Stand in my way this time. My sword aches for the time when I was slashed down those banners. I should have killed her then.
You didn't.
Saint appreciates your patience. You have proven more than worthy to wield the sword of Damocles.
You're a little pussy.
He deems me worthy.
Not in the misogynist way, guys, please.
With this sword, I will strike off the head of Pericles.
Let Athens be enlightened. Let Athens be enlightened.
I have a question. Forgive me, I forgot the order to wrap the strip.
What a fool! Who did this worm? We have no room for dead weight.
Come on, just say again.
Right. It's my fault. I shouldn't have raised the stupid question. I should wait until the ritual ends and ask the great Deimos for the answer in private.
Yes, I agree. That would be more reasonable.
People say that the mighty god Deimos possesses wisdom beyond the ken of mere mortals. I'm sure he can answer all my questions.
Shut your mouth, pig!
Come on, dude.
Deimos' time is precious. How dare you waste his time on such a stupid question? Get over here. I'll show you. But this is the last time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your guidance. And thank you for your wisdom, O chosen one.
Great dialogue. Deimos is one of Ares' sons, if I remember correctly. Well, they have the symbol of the snake, and I just did a research that Ares is also linked with the snakes. You know, associated with snakes. So yeah, maybe it's something related to Ares.
You seem to be in high spirits, Domitius.
Isonia? Is that you? Did they capture you too? No, you're not Sonia. Her arms are not quite so bulky.
And I am not quite so stupid. You may leave now, friend. You helped a great deal in protecting Pericles. Especially in helping us figure out that Skitali. Well, with some help.
You... Enough.
In fact, sir, I owe you a great debt. If you hadn't mentioned Skittily, this apple might never have uncovered the secrets of your cult's communication.
Who would have guessed that my chief mate was such a scholar, eh? I never heard of a Spartan crispology before.
There is a cryptographer I've worked with at the Foundation. We often shared research and discussed the latest developments in the field. You'd probably be familiar with the name.
Oi! Stuff a sock in all that egghead talk, will you? I get enough of it at work.
But how did this strange creature even know what Iskatali is? Pendoros promised us that it was a closely guarded secret of the Spartans.
Enigma mentioned.
How in the name of Zeus and all Olympia could you have found out?
With a little more time, I do believe he might figure out we're time travelers.
All the better that he's insensible now. I salute your commitment to keeping our secret, Mr. Domitius. Of course, learning that the file was a Skittily was just the beginning. It's one thing to know of the existence of a cipher, and another to know how to read its code.
No, don't be down, mate. Just think, your name is going to live on in legends told by the rockinest bards around. Oh, sing a song of Domitius, a man who's just and wise, who unmasked the darkness schemes and guided the eagle bearer to her prize.
Just think of the rewards that Pericles will bestow on you for saving him.
Enough, enough! Just let me die in here. I'm one food either way.
And that's it. Okay, now it is time for this apple to take a break. I will try to come back later today and play something. If not, you know, there's always tomorrow. The story is being very fun. I need to get... Okay. You know... Yes, I need to click here to get the Pgntuber cannon. That's so shitty, you know. If you don't click it, you don't get it. Awesome. The British coming from those words indeed. Yes, Vertin and Regulus, especially Regulus. She is from London. Goodbye for now. I have work later, so likely won't see you. No problem. You know, you see me tomorrow, dear free shoots. And thank you for stopping by, Sandy. Again, sorry for the unprompted spoiler. I will be more reasonable next time and, you know, do my due diligence. But I hope you guys have a lovely day. I sure has. Hopefully the chat's gonna be fixed tomorrow as well, or whenever I stream again. But without further ado, thank you so much, everyone. This was Reverse 1999 X Assassin's Creed collaboration, and I see you all in the next one. Archer is out. Bye bye, guys.